Probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And it's Leo. You're like, damn it.
God damn it.
Leo struck again.
Well, if she's over 30, you don't even have to worry about Leo.
Not over like 23. Yeah, 30.
Late at night, the internet started doing what it always does when a celebrity scandal explodes. People weren't just watching interviews anymore. They were digging. Old party photos started resurfacing. Red carpet clips came back from years ago. Videos that nobody paid attention to before suddenly became evidence. And right in the middle of all of it, one name kept getting dragged into the conversation over and over again: Leonardo DiCaprio. At first, people thought it was just another random celebrity rumor cycle, but then the clips started spreading faster. Side-by-side screenshots, old footage from luxury parties, photos with Sean Combs. And before long, social media was acting like the entire story had already been solved. That's when Joe Rogan reportedly started speaking out about how dangerous this whole situation was becoming. Not because he was trying to protect anybody, but because he saw something bigger happening underneath it all.
Leonardo DiCaprio is voting for Kamala Harris. Has nothing to do with the Diddy parties.
when you guys were talking,
nothing to do with the Diddy parties. He's endorsed Kamala Harris because of climate change.
Did you see him? He's on a yacht and then on a private jet. Literally,
so
like
smart.
last week. Do you know Diddy won a lawsuit against that alcohol company? The alcohol company.
Ciroc.
Yes. He won like $1 billion deal, and once that happened, then this all came out.
So many horrific accusations though involving young singers, young children.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's insane.
He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
It is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama.
Jay-Z,
Everybody.
I'm sure the Clintons were there at some point.
Maybe Bill.
According to people reacting to the conversation online, Rogan's frustration wasn't really about one celebrity photo or one viral headline. It was about the internet turning assumptions into facts before anybody even knows the full story. And once that machine starts moving, it almost never slows down. Because the truth is, people don't care about context once emotions take over. They care about the shock, they care about the betrayal, and they care about seeing powerful people fall. What made this situation even more explosive was the fact that Leonardo DiCaprio has spent decades building one of the cleanest reputations in Hollywood. For years, he wasn't just viewed as a movie star, he was seen as untouchable, the award-winning actor, the environmental activist, the quiet celebrity who stayed away from public meltdowns and scandals.
The thing is, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in Baltimore. So it's like, who f***ing knows? Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like that these are just trumped up charges. Not trumped up, I don't think they said that, but like bullshit charges.
Dude, when Homeland Security invades your house,
you got problems.
With dudes with guns and body armor.
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff, they were there to delete everything.
I mean, everybody hung with Diddy. That's the other tricky thing. Like, Diddy hung out with everybody. And I've spoken to a bunch of people who are like, yo, great dude, like, always there for you, never asked for a single thing.
Till 1 a.m.
And then the freak off.
Everybody says, get out of the house.
Yeah.
It's like the gremlins start eating after midnight.
Y'all remember that actor Leonardo DiCaprio? Well, Leo is somebody who has been long documented as somebody who really enjoys going to some Diddy parties. But he be saying that he only went to the white parties, not the freak-offs. Bruh, you sure about that? I mean, it could just be me, but this kind of looks pretty sus. It's just a whole bunch of dudes on a bed, and you got your skinny little white boy legs out there. Like, what's really happening? Can we get somebody who's better at science than me to measure the distance between Leo's junk and Diddy's mouth? And what are these other dudes doing? Like, I swear to God, that dude is making straight up love eyes at him. And Leo be looking real happy and real relaxed right here. I mean, I don't know, is it just me or does that scream some weird stuff happened? Let me know in the comments.
At that time, Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in this party. And he was throwing a party and he said, yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million. I said, Like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front.
So the second his name even appeared near controversy connected to Diddy, people immediately paid attention. And once social media grabs onto a narrative like that, it spreads fast. Faster than facts, faster than confirmation, faster than reality itself. What nobody expected was how quickly the internet would begin connecting dots that may not have had anything to do with each other at all. One old party appearance suddenly became proof. One smiling photograph became evidence. One clip from years ago became part of an entirely different story overnight. And Rogan, whether people agreed with him or not, seemed deeply uncomfortable with that process, because he's talked before about how modern media works now. People don't wait for official information anymore. They build entire stories out of fragments. A headline appears, then reaction channels repeat it, social media reposts it, and eventually it starts feeling real simply because everybody keeps hearing it. That's the scary part. Not just the rumors themselves, but how quickly repetition becomes belief. To understand why this situation exploded so hard, you have to understand how Hollywood relationships work. Celebrities attend the same parties, they appear in the same circles, they end up photographed together constantly, especially people operating at the highest level of fame. And for years, Diddy was known for throwing some of the biggest celebrity events in entertainment. Actors, musicians, athletes, influencers, everybody passed through those rooms at some point. Back then, nobody looked twice at it. It was just Hollywood culture. But once public opinion shifts, old memories suddenly look different. That's what's happening now. People are revisiting everything through a completely different emotional lens. And Rogan seemed to believe that's where things can become dangerous, because there's a huge difference between attending an event and being involved in wrongdoing. But online, those lines start disappearing fast. Once emotions take control, nuance gets erased. Suddenly, everybody gets grouped together whether there's evidence or not. And social media rewards that behavior. The more shocking the theory sounds, the faster it spreads. The more dramatic the accusation feels, the more engagement it gets. That's why these stories spiral so quickly. And Leonardo DiCaprio's name carried massive weight online because people never expected to see him connected to anything controversial like this in the first place. For decades, his image stayed carefully protected. He rarely gave explosive interviews, rarely got caught in public scandals, rarely seemed emotional in front of cameras. He kept his distance from internet chaos better than most celebrities ever could. But the internet doesn't care how long someone protected their image. One viral week can rewrite years of public perception. That's the part Rogan reportedly kept circling back to.
How fragile reputation really is now. Because once people emotionally commit to a narrative, they stop asking questions. They stop separating facts from assumptions. Instead, they start searching for anything that confirms what they already believe. That's when old footage becomes suspicious. That's when harmless moments get reinterpreted. That's when public opinion turns into something much darker. And honestly, you could see it happening in real time. People online were slowing down clips frame by frame. They were analyzing body language, looking at who stood next to who at parties from 15 years ago, building entire theories from blurry screenshots and gossip threads. Meanwhile, verified information remained extremely limited. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. The lack of confirmed details almost made the rumors spread faster, because uncertainty creates space for imagination, and the internet fills empty spaces faster than anything else in modern culture. The moment people don't have answers, speculation takes over, and once millions of people start repeating the same speculation, it begins to feel true, even without proof. That's the environment Rogan seemed frustrated by. Not necessarily defending celebrities, not excusing anyone, but questioning how quickly people decide somebody's guilt before actual evidence appears. And that distinction matters because once society loses the ability to separate association from direct involvement, almost anybody can become the next viral target overnight, especially in Hollywood, especially during moments of public outrage, especially when emotions are already running high around another major scandal. At the same time, you can also understand why people reacted so emotionally to seeing Leonardo DiCaprio's name surface. Public trust in celebrities has been collapsing for years. Audiences feel manipulated, they feel lied to, they feel like powerful people protect each other behind closed doors. So when a scandal involving famous names starts trending, many people immediately assume there's more happening beneath the surface. That skepticism didn't appear out of nowhere. It grew after years of celebrity scandals, cover-ups, and public disappointments. People are tired of feeling like they only learn the truth years later, and because of that frustration, many viewers now assume silence means guilt. But Rogan reportedly pushed back against that mindset hard, because silence can mean a lot of things: legal caution, privacy, confusion, fear, or simply refusing to feed internet chaos. But online, patience barely exists anymore. People want instant answers immediately, and if they don't get them, they create their own conclusions. That's what makes situations like this spiral out of control so quickly. A celebrity gets mentioned, the internet reacts emotionally, clips resurface, commentary channels amplify the speculation, then suddenly millions of people are discussing theories as if they're already proven facts. And the bigger the celebrity, the bigger the reaction becomes. Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't just another actor getting mentioned online. He's one of the most recognizable faces on the planet.
An Oscar winner, a Hollywood icon, somebody audiences grew up watching for decades. So emotionally, people reacted hard to even hearing his name connected to controversy. What nobody expected was how uncomfortable the conversation would eventually become. Because after a while, the internet stopped discussing facts entirely. It became about symbolism, about what people wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to represent. To some viewers, he became another example of Hollywood corruption. To others, he became proof that internet culture destroys people before evidence exists. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, the actual truth became harder and harder to hear. That's the tragedy of modern scandals. Everybody talks. Very few people wait. Rogan seemed to understand that better than most, because he's watched public opinion destroy people in real time before. He's seen how fast narratives move once social media locks onto somebody. And he knows corrections rarely spread with the same energy as accusations. That's the real damage. Even if claims later get clarified, questioned, or disproven, the emotional association remains in people's minds. Once somebody sees a headline enough times, they remember the feeling long after they forget the details. And that feeling changes how celebrities are viewed forever. You could already feel that shift happening around Leonardo DiCaprio, not because of confirmed evidence, but because repetition itself became powerful. Every repost strengthened the narrative. Every reaction video amplified suspicion. Every viral discussion pushed the story deeper into public consciousness. And once a celebrity reaches that point, the internet rarely lets go completely. That emotional weight affects everything: careers, friendships, business relationships, public image. Even silence becomes controversial because people start interpreting every move emotionally. If somebody speaks out, they're defensive. If they stay quiet, they're hiding something. There's almost no winning once the narrative machine fully turns on. That's why Rogan reportedly sounded so frustrated, not necessarily because he believed celebrities should never be questioned, but because he believed people should still care about evidence before destroying somebody publicly. And honestly, that conversation is bigger than Leonardo DiCaprio. It's bigger than Diddy. It's about the way internet culture works now, a culture where speed matters more than accuracy,
Emotion matters more than confirmation, and virality matters more than truth. That's why these moments become so dangerous, because once outrage becomes entertainment, people stop thinking about consequences. They react emotionally in the moment, then move on to the next scandal a week later. But the people involved don't move on that quickly. The labels stay attached, the rumors stay searchable forever, and public perception changes permanently. For Leonardo DiCaprio, this moment hit differently because his image had stayed relatively protected for so long. He wasn't known for constant controversy. He wasn't somebody audiences expected to see caught in internet storms like this, which made the reaction even louder. The fall always feels bigger when the public thinks someone was untouchable. And maybe that's why this story exploded the way it did. Not because people knew the truth, but because people were emotionally shocked by the possibility of something darker existing behind Hollywood glamour.
That emotional shock created the perfect environment for rumors to grow. And once rumors start growing online, they evolve fast. One theory becomes 10, one clip becomes 50, one accusation turns into endless speculation. Meanwhile, the line between reality and internet storytelling gets blurrier every hour. That's where things stand now, between suspicion and confirmation, between headlines and actual evidence, between emotional reactions and verified truth. And until official information clearly defines what's real and what isn't, the internet will continue doing what it always does, filling silence with theories. But maybe the biggest lesson from all of this has nothing to do with celebrities at all. Maybe it's about us, about how quickly people choose sides before facts arrive, about how easily emotions overpower patience, and about how dangerous it becomes when millions of strangers start treating speculation like certainty. Because once that cycle begins, it doesn't just affect famous people, it changes the way society understands truth itself. That's what Rogan appeared to be warning people about underneath all the noise. Not blind loyalty, not celebrity protection, but caution. The reminder that being connected to someone socially is not automatically proof of wrongdoing. The reminder that viral stories are not always complete stories. And the reminder that public outrage can become reckless when nobody slows down long enough to ask harder questions. At the end of the day, people are still searching for answers. Viewers want clarity. They want honesty. They want transparency from powerful celebrities and public figures. That desire is understandable, but there's also a difference between demanding truth and inventing it before it exists. And right now, that line feels thinner than ever. The internet moves fast, faster than investigations, faster than context, faster than reality itself sometimes. And once a narrative starts spreading at full speed, even some of the biggest stars in the world can struggle to escape it. That's the uncomfortable reality behind this entire situation. Not just the rumors, not just the celebrity names, but the terrifying speed at which perception can become stronger than proof. And until people learn to slow down and separate emotion from evidence, stories like this will keep happening again and again. Because in today's world, the loudest narrative usually wins long before the truth ever gets a chance to speak.